Hello and welcome. Aim of today's video is the project integration management part 2. In this video, we are going to talk about the second process of project integration management, that is the develop project management plan. In previous video, we already discussed about the develop project charter process. So in this video, we are going to discuss about develop project management plan process. That is the second process of integration management knowledge area. Develop project management plan is the process of defining, preparing and coordinating all subsidiary plans and integrating them into a comprehensive project management plan. That means it's define all the subsidiary plan of the project and integrate them in one single project management plan. The key benefit of this process is it is a central document. It provides a central document that defines the basis for all the project work. That means based on that document, the project work will be performed. What are the inputs we are going to consider for this process? That the project charter. The project charter is a document that gives the project existence. Without that, the project does not exist. Besides this, the project charter also contains the high-level information about the project. Then the output from other process also will be considered as an input. Since we know this is a process of integration management, so here all the output from the other process will come and integrate with this main project management plan. Then organizational process, asset and enterprise environmental factor also need to be considered as the input to this process. Then what are the tools and techniques are going to use for this process? This is expert judgment, data gathering techniques, brainstorming, checklist, focus group and interviews. Then interpersonal and team skill, then conflict management skill, then facilitation, meeting management, and another technique is use meeting. The output from this process is the project management plan. So we are not going to discuss about what are the tools and techniques used in this process because we are already familiar, we already introduced with this process, with these tools in the develop project charter process, because the same tools and techniques are used in develop project charter process. So what is project management plan? The project management plan defines how the project is executed, monitored and controlled and closed. Basically, project management plan will say to the project manager and the project team how the project team will be worked, how the project team will be monitored, or how the project performance will be monitored and controlled, and also how the project will be closed. That means all the how will be in project management plan. The project management plan's content varies depending upon the application area and complexity of the project. Basically, what will be the content of the project management plan? That is depend on the project complexity and project type, project nature, and the project application area will tell us what will be the content of the project management plan. It also developed through a series of integrated process and extending through the project closure. So we can say it is not the output from this process only. This is an output from the other process that is integrated here and gives one output as a project management plan. So project management plan is a central document or the main project management plan which contains a number of subsidiary plan also. Then what is project management plan? The output we are going to discuss here. The project management plan is a document that describes how the project will be executed, monitored and controlled. It integrates and consolidates all subsidiary plan and based from all subsidiary plans and baseline from the planning process. The project baseline includes, what are the baseline are included here? The scope baseline, that is the approved version of the scope statement, work breakdown structure, and it associate WBS dictionary which is used a basis of comparison. Then schedule baseline, the approved version of the schedule model that is used as a basis for comparison the actual result. Then cost baseline, the approved version of the time phase project budget that is used as a basis for comparison to the actual result. That means there are three baseline will be in a project management plan. First one is the scope baseline, then second one is my schedule baseline, then third one is my cost baseline. This all are baseline is used for the comparison my actual performance what we are doing in the project. Then what are the subsidiary plan will be contained in the project management plan? And And first one is the scope management plan, which established how the scope will be defined, developed, monitored, controlled, and validated. Then the requirement management plan, how it shows how the requirement will be analyzed, document, and managed. The schedule management plan establishes the criteria and the activities for developing, monitoring, and controlling the result. Then cost management plan established how the cost will be planned, structure, and control. Quality management plan establishes how an organizational quality policies, methodologies, and standards will be implemented in the project. Resource management plan provides guidance on how the project resource should be categorized, allocated, managed, and released. The communication management plan established how, when, and by whom the information about the project will be administered and disseminated. Risk management plan established how the risk management activities will be structured and performed. The procurement management plan established how the project team will acquire the goods and service from outside of the performing organization. Stakeholder engagement plan established how the stakeholders will be engaged in the project decision and execution according to their needs, interests, and impact. And then there is also some additional component will be contained in the project management plan. Now, some components of the project management plan are produced as output from other process, and some are produced during this process. So, those components developed as a part of this process will be dependent on the project. However, they often include, not limited to, some processes, some component of the project management plan will be output from this process, and some will be from the other process. So, change management plan describe how the change requests throughout the project will be performed, will be formally authorized and incorporated. Configuration management plan describe how the information of the item of the project will be recorded and updated so that product, service, or result of the project remain consistent and operative. Then the performance measurement baseline, an integrated scope, schedule, cost plan for the project work against which the project execution is compared to measure and manage performance. Then project life cycle describe the series of phases that a project faces through from its initiation to its closure. Development approach describe the product, service, or result development approach such as predictive, iterative, agile, or a hybrid model. Management review identifies the point in which the project, when the project manager and the relevant stakeholder will review the project progress to determine if the performance is as expected or if predictive or corrective action are necessary. So the project management plan and the project document. What are the project management plan and what are our project document? We have to need to know what are the project management plan, what are the project document. Then we can see here in the first column these are our project management plan, the element of the project management plan, and these are our project document. So change management plan, communication management plan, configuration management plan, cost baseline, then cost management plan, resource management plan, process improvement plan, procurement management plan, then scope baseline, quality management plan, requirement management plan, risk management plan, schedule baseline, schedule management plan, scope management plan, stakeholder management plan. These are our component of the plan. Then the documents. What are the document we are going to use during the project life cycle? The activity attributes. What are the attributes of the activity that will be stored in that document? Activity cost estimates, activity duration estimate, then activity list, activity resource requirement, agreement, basis of estimate, change log, project staff assignments, then project statement of work, quality checklist, quality control measurement, quality metric, requirement document, requirement traceability metrics, resource breakdown structure, then change request, forecast, cost forecast, schedule forecast, issue log, milestone, procurement document, procurement statement of work, project calendar, project charter, project funding requirement, project schedule network diagram, resource calendar, risk register, schedule data, seller proposal, source selection criteria, a stakeholder register, team performance assessment, work performance data, work performance information, work performance report. These are our project documents. So Now we are come to a new things, that is my project kickoff meeting. So we have to know these things. The part is project kickoff meeting, when we will complete our project management plan, and before starting the project execution we have to conduct a meeting. That meeting is known as the project kickoff meeting. The kickoff meeting is the first meeting among the project stakeholders. This meeting can be held among the high level project stakeholders such as project sponsor, project management, project manager. Then at the project level you can have this meeting with the team members. Since all the team members are new, so this is the first meeting together. As we know that when we are going to start a new project, that means the project team member can come from the different project or different department or different organization. So they are new, so they need to know each other. So we can do this meeting also in our project level. If the project is small, so we can have only a project meeting with all of our team members before starting the project. However, if the project is large, then we can have a meeting at the beginning of each phase. If there is a number of phases in a project, so when we are going to start a new phase, that times we can do this project kickoff meeting. If the project is large, complex and spread out in large geographical area, you want to have a kickoff meeting, you can have it. However, in this case the meeting can be a virtual kickoff meeting where all participants can communicate with each other through internet. If the project is big and geographically distributed, then we also can take the benefit of the internet. We can do the virtual meeting with all our project members or project stakeholders. Then what is the purpose of this kickoff meeting? A kickoff meeting is the first meeting with all of the project stakeholders, so that simply say that it is a great to know of the meeting. That means they are going to know each other. All the team members is going to introduce each other. So they are going to know each other. So it is true that one objective of the kickoff meeting is to get to know each other. Since all of the project team members are new and they don't know each other, it is important to have a formalization session. This is a formalization session, so where the team members of the project is going to know each other. We will introduce the sponsor of the project, top management, the key customer, and the other important stakeholders. The objectives of the kickoff meeting is to make all members aware of the project objectives, assumption, constraint, deliverables, challenge, methodology, procedures, plan, and working environment. It is from this meeting the project key stakeholders also will know about what are the objectives, what are the purpose, what are the assumption, what are the constraint, what will be the deliverables, what are the challenge, what are the methodologies, what are the procedures, what are the plan, what are the working environment going to use for this project. They are also going to know about these things. The project team member may ask the question if they need any clarification. If the project team members want to know anything more, they can ask the question about the project. A successful kickoff meeting ensures that all project stakeholders are on the same page and understand the project objectives very well. This will help the complete project more effectively. So when there is a successful project kickoff meeting, that increases the chance of success of the project. Then how we will conduct this kickoff meeting? So first we have to set the agenda for the kickoff meeting. Then this is the most important step for the PM should clearly decide what item you are going to discuss in the meeting. For example, PM can include the introduction session, introduction to the projects and its objectives, milestone, assumption, constraint, and finally the question and answer session. Then PM should send an agenda to all the attendees in advance so that they can prepare themselves for the meeting. They should also distribute it. So as a project manager, you should also distribute it just before the meeting start. Then conduct the meeting. As a project manager, you are responsible, or you have to conduct the meeting, to lead the meeting, introduce yourself and ask the other to follow the suit. Afterward, you will discuss the agenda and tell the attendee what you are going to discuss in the meeting. You will explain the project charter and its contents such as project objectives, high level assumption, what are the constraints. Tell them since the initial stage we will need their help to develop the detailed project management plan. Set the expectation clearly. For example, explain to them how many days they will have to work, about station, how the leave will be granted, explain the communication and reporting system. For example, if in hot format you need to report and how often meeting or communication should be happen. This thing have to be informed. For example, then closure of the meeting. At the end of the meeting, project manager will hold the question and answer session, and here the participant will ask any question they have about the project. Project manager will thank all participants and ask them to contact you to clarify any doubt or any further questions. Once the meeting is ended, the PM will prepare the minutes of the meeting and send the all attendees of the meeting for their review. PM will also try to communicate with any important stakeholder who did not come to the meeting. If PM will send them the minute of the meeting and try to have a one-to-one meeting if necessary. And then what are the benefits from this meeting? Following are the benefits from the kick-off meeting. It helps the team members to get to know each other. So from this meeting, the team member will know each other. It demonstrates the project manager authority and leadership skill. It helps the team member understand the project objectives. It helps the team member to understand project milestone, risks, assumption and constant. It helps the project manager gain support from all stakeholders. It gives the opportunity to the attendee to ask question and get clarity. It brings all stakeholders to the same platform. Then at the summary, we can say about the kickoff meeting. It is important tools for the project manager to get to know all the team members and motivate them to achieve the project objectives. This is the first meeting for the project and mainly perform the task of kick starting the project. The kickoff meeting is an opportunity for you to demonstrate your ability to lead and direct the project. Therefore, you must manage the meeting carefully. Kickoff meeting done in the planning process before just starting the execution phase. That's it. Thank you very much. I think this will be helpful for your PMP journey.